Thought I'd share an update on everything that's coming up in the aquaponics system down here in the cellar. Let's see, in this first gutter, these little tiny plants here, these are arugula. And then these next two right here and right here are kale. And then these two over here are broccoli. No, excuse me, these are cabbage, and these are the broccoli over here. These are the spaghetti squashes. They are doing quite nicely. And down here, this is where I have the hot peppers planted. They are not coming up yet. Up here in the second gutter, we have a Roma tomato plant blooming. And looks like we've got the second one right here trying to come up. And we have one green onion so far. And then right over here, these bigger plants are radishes. These smaller plants are carrots. And what's interesting about this is that these radishes here, these bigger ones, this is one that was planted directly in the hydroponic system in the rock wool. And this smaller one over here, this little spindly one, this was actually one that was started in one of those Jiffy peat pellets and then transplanted. So this one is actually quite a bit older and is now quite a bit smaller. So they do actually do better started in these rock wools, which you can see this is one of the rock wools, and started directly in the aquaponic system. These are the Vidalia onions. They are coming along nicely. My youngest son wanted to plant another one, and so this is one that is just started. So you can kind of see this is what they start out as. You may have a little bit of green on the stem or not, but these have really taken off nicely. Okay, in this third gutter, this is where I have most of my lettuces. And right here close to the edge, and I planted the lettuces close to the edge on the downhill side because they like a lot of water, so this would be the wettest part. Now, these lettuces here are the romaine lettuces. There's a couple of those. It's like we've got another one coming up. And these lettuces over here that are a little larger, the species on them is prize lettuce. Or I guess I should say variety, not species. And this one over here is salad bowl, and there's just one coming up. Okay, and this is a zucchini. And it's supposed to be here in this area. It's supposed to be cilantro. And there is nothing blooming yet. And then over here is a squash. And then these are the green onions that I had cut the tops off of and had eaten those and then just stuck the roots back down in the bottom. And they've actually done quite nicely. This is my green bean plant. And then up here in the fourth gutter is the strawberries, and nothing has bloomed yet. As far as additions to the system, I do have my grapevines and blueberry bushes planted in 5-gallon buckets. They're growing in perlite, and the perlite is in this little net bag. I think it's a paint strainer. It fits on a 5-gallon bucket, but there's actually holes drilled in the bottom of these so that when the water goes in, it runs through and drains down into the fish tank. I have not tried to figure out, or I'm still trying to figure out, how to water these buckets. I do have one spot left on my manifold, or 2 spots left on the manifold, and I could use those, but I'm a little bit worried that I might have water squirting everywhere, so I'm still trying to play around with what I want to do there. As far as other improvements, I did put the watering system on a timer so that I do not have to come down here and turn it on and off. So it waters every 6 hours. for 5 minutes, and what happens is these gutters will actually mostly fill up with water, and then they will slowly drain back out down here into the fish tank. And I have ordered an automatic fish feeder that I can use while I'm on vacation. The ultimate goal, I guess you could say phase 3 of my aquaponics system, is going to be to grow duckweed. And I'll use the duckweed to feed the fish so that I don't have to buy fish food. And then I can also use the duckweed to feed my chickens as well. That way I don't have to buy chicken food. Well, that's it for this week.